we have to take such an eternal view of things, because in the natural, things may not be okay. But if we look to the eternal and that person meets Jesus and knows Jesus,
right,
and everything is going to be okay.
Hey everybody, happy Thursday. It's another week, it's another episode, and this week, we got some goodies. This is my good friends Mitch and Jillian from our Iris base in Cambodia. These guys with their team work in anti-trafficking, preaching the gospel, taking people out of really difficult situations. You're not going to want to miss it, especially if you feel like you have a call to work in the trafficking world. And before the episode begins, I want to remind you guys, if you want to go deeper in Iris, get some of that DNA, maybe you're like, hey, I want to go the route that Mitch and Jillian went, start with our online training. It's super cheap, like 50, 60 bucks. I don't even know. There's a discount code that'll hack about 10% off, maybe more. I don't remember. The info's down below. Enjoy this episode with Mitch and Jillian from our Iris Phnom Penh, Cambodia base. Love you guys. Hit like, subscribe, and all the things. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Iris Global Green Room. Today, you guys are super blessed. You don't even know it yet. Do you know it? Maybe they don't. I don't know. I have Mitchell.
Either.
Mitchell. Is it really Mitchell? Is it Mitchell?
It's Mitchell.
I love that. Who names their kid Mitchell?
Weird.
Mary Steiner.
Mitch and Jillian Stiner. And they are running our base in Cambodia, which is incredible. It is an incredible base. Actually, I haven't been out there since you guys have been in leadership. No. I've seen Sean.
Yeah.
Sean's been
a few times.
We have, 70-something locations? I can't go to all of them.
No.
Yeah.
Or else I would be divorced. Yeah. Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Make your excuses. It's fine.
But I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah.
There's spaces I haven't even visited yet, which I feel
sure.
really bad when I say hi to those guys. Yeah. So, yeah, I love Cambodia. I love what God's doing there. How are you guys?
We're good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Before we jump into it, I want to tell you guys, I think this has been one of the most requested videos that we do, because I get asked constantly about working in trafficking, anti-trafficking, all of those things. Like it's on the heart of everybody, like rightfully so. It's on the heart of the Lord.
Yeah.
But you guys are leading the base that's probably at the forefront within Iris that's working in that field. I've had Nightlight. God, why my brain is not working right now. We're in the middle of a conference and I'm sleep deprived. Annie Dieselberg from Bangkok. She's been on.
Yeah.
Amazing. But you guys are Iris.
Yeah.
And how long have you been with Iris?
We've been in Cambodia with Iris for more than 8 years.
More than 8 years.
Yeah. Valentine's Day 2017.
Oh, look at you. You just got to make it prophetic. I love that. Yeah. I love that.
It was really sweet.
Awesome. And so I would like to say this to all of you that are watching. We might hit some topics that are a little sensitive. So if you got little kids watching.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I want to have some real conversations.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what I found of anyone that's involved in that world is like their level of like talking about stuff freely and openly is totally different than everyone else. So,
It's true.
but I want to have that conversation. So that being said, I know there's a lot of little kids that watch. Maybe let your parents watch this first, and then ask them if you can watch this one after, because we might hit some subjects and we might not. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see.
What's up, guys? How are you doing?
We're good.
Yeah. Doing really well. Doing well.
Yeah.
Happy to be here with Iris family.
Lean on in there, cowboy. Yeah, let's get that microphone up in front of you a little bit closer.
Yeah, happy to be here with Iris family. We don't get to come back to America too often. So to be with Iris family for a bit is just incredible time. So
Yeah, we're 35 weeks pregnant.
Wow.
And going to give birth in about a month.
Really?
So,
yeah.
I would have never guessed. I love it.
Thank you.
I think it's incredible. Are you having you're birthing here in the States?
Yeah.
Birthing in the States.
Why not Cambodia? Did you think about it?
We just really wanted to be with our family. I think our families would have killed us if we didn't come
I'm the
back.
youngest of 7 siblings. And
Yeah.
none of them have ever been out to Cambodia. So they would have been distraught if we
Yeah.
had our first child in Cambodia. Because then it would have been, oh gosh, the baby would have been like 1 by the time they ever got to meet him.
So this is
Yeah.
number 1.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
We are over the moon.
Yeah.
We've waited 7 years for this. So
7 years.
7-year
We've
journey.
prayed and believed for 7 years. And the whole story is just incredible.
Well, give me a version of it. Give me a quick version.
Yeah,
of it.
7 years ago we started trying, and
Explain that to me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally
well,
joking.
don't
I'm sorry.
Make me
I gotta. Let me just. We've been in a conference about it.
How long?
I told him this was going to be a little bit different. Yeah.
How long have we been married?
we've been married. We've been in Cambodia a year when we started.
Yeah.
So married
2 years.
2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and like no success. So we went to doctors. Everything looked normal. So we just continued on, and I just like became really obsessed.
Yeah.
Like, I want a baby. I've always wanted to be a mom.
Yeah.
And so like it was like all consuming for me. Like it was all I thought about. And it's a good thing, but one night the Lord woke me up in the middle of the night, as he does. And he just said, "Why are you exalting having a baby over me?" And I just like wept, like, how dare I? Like I'd been living in sin, putting that above him. So
Would you say sin? Mm-hmm.
anything above God is
Yeah.
sin.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's good,
Yeah.
even if
Yeah.
it's having a baby, like it's not him.
Yeah.
So I'll try not to cry. when
You
I
can do whatever you want.
Go for it.
But yeah, and then I don't know, my whole heart posture changed. And I felt the Lord say a few months after that, like he said, "You're going to give birth in year 7." And I thought that was year 7 of marriage. So
Yeah.
I was like claiming it, like sharing and telling everyone about it. And then it didn't happen. And I was like, oh, is it year 7 in Cambodia?
Yeah.
So I was like claiming it again, so excited, and it didn't happen. So then I had this like crisis of like questioning, have I ever heard God correctly? And why am I leading? Why am I like doing any of this? Because clearly I can't hear his voice. But I had wonderful people in my life that helped me through that. But yeah, then we got a call from a friend.
Yeah, he
who
a supporter of
shared-
ours. Like we were just catching up on a phone call, and it was like an hour into the call, just talking, and he was just like, "How are you guys?" And I was like, "We're doing really good." And I don't know why, but I was just like, "Man, we're still just having trouble getting pregnant, and like it's just, yeah, it's difficult." And he was like, "Well, actually, that was the whole reason I wanted to call you guys and talk." He was like, if me and my wife couldn't get pregnant, there's nothing we wouldn't try. So I want to pay for you guys to do IVF.
Wow.
as many.
As many rounds as it takes.
That's not cheap.
No, it's a lot cheaper in Cambodia
Yeah.
than the US, but it
Yeah.
was still $7,500, $8,000
Wow.
per round. So we, yeah, absolutely blown away. And we had considered it in the past, and it was just out of reach for us financially.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went through one round of it, was unsuccessful. And then we were going through a second round, and this was like weeks before we did our harvest school last year.
Okay.
And
Horrible timing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
should we do this?
yeah, we were going back and forth. Should we do it now? Should we wait till later? And we set these like parameters. If you have this many viable eggs, if then we'll do it. And test results came back, and we were like just under the parameters that we set. And we were like, I was like, I don't think we should do it. It's a lot of money. Like, someone's giving for this. And she was like, I have so much peace from the Lord, we need to do it. And we got into a little argument in the middle of the clinic.
for a good bit. Like,
and
back
finally
and
I was like, all right, if you have peace from the Lord, let's do it.
Yeah.
And so we went through round 2, and we found out.
I had surgery on the day students were arriving for Harvest
No
School.
way.
And like welcome students that evening and the next day. But yeah, it didn't make sense. Like the timing was like, this doesn't make sense, but we just had peace.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks later we found out.
Come on.
We're pregnant.
Do you guys know what you're having?
A boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on. Have
Yeah.
you, now last time we chatted, we were talking about names and all the things. Have you guys settled on? You don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
You don't?
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Name is Ezra Levi. And we've always had Ezra as like a boy's name that we wanted for a son. The middle name came around in a pretty interesting way. We had a lot of different names we were trying to decide between. And we were just hanging out one day trying to decide which name. And then I was just like, his middle name is going to be Levi. And it's not even our favorite name.
I instantly said no. And like, that reminds me of jeans. Like,
But then she was just like, pick a verse. And this never works for me. It's always like something absurd that has nothing to do. But I was just like, I can't even remember what it was. It was like Numbers 10:14 or something. And it was like the calling of the tribe of Levi into the priesthood.
Come on. I love it. I love it. By the time this is probably being watched, your Levi will probably be here.
yeah.
So how can people send you a little gift if they want to? A little, what do you call them? I haven't had one in so long.
A registry.
A little like, I don't know,
like
newborn. Yeah. How can people do that? All the mamas watching.
I mean,
a little shower gift. It's a shower.
We have an Amazon registry.
You do?
It's under my name. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll throw that link down in the description.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Right? We'll put it in the description. Why not?
Okay. Why
like
not?
by the time this comes out, James. Hey, James.
I'm gonna do something on the registry for sure.
Yeah.
This is not why we did that.
No, don't you remember? You told me, you're like, we'll come on, but you have to talk about a registry.
Yeah.
You don't remember that conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that just before.
Yeah, and I will pay you the money you asked to be on here. Okay, you're gonna get it. Okay.
Oh my God.
So hold on, time out. So Levi, it'll probably be here.
Ezra Levi.
Ezra Levi
Yeah.
will probably be here by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
And do you have an Instagram or something that you're gonna maybe post a picture on?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is that?
Jillian_Stiner.
Okay, we'll put
I
that down.
don't have one.
No?
I'm the oldest 36-year-old you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Yeah. Well, we'll put that down there so you guys can go and check out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're so excited.
Yeah. Well, we're excited for you guys. Yeah. Talk to me about Cambodia. Why the heck would you guys enter into like a human sex trade nation? Like that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And why would you bring your husband there?
Yeah.
Because that's a lot.
It is. The atmosphere is really intense there.
Mhm.
It's not everyone makes it. Why are we there?
Wow. Long story short, a word from the Lord.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know how in depth to go.
Yeah, I
Go
mean,
in depth. Like
yeah.
talk to me as much as you want.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I went to Harvest School and the Lord radically encountered me and just said, I'm calling you to Cambodia, Thailand, and India. And I was there by myself. Mitch and I were dating, but he was back in Indiana. And I just went home and I was like, I'm going. I'm going to be a missionary. We can't get married if you're not.
Yeah.
Not meaning for it to be an ultimatum, but like it's the call of God. And like marriage is the most important decision apart from accepting Jesus that you're going to make. Like, so I was very strong about it.
And like that was not, you didn't want to go to Asia. Like you were telling the Lord all summer, anywhere but Asia. And then he drops 3 Asian nations into your heart. And
Yeah.
yeah, and then when you came back and gave me that ultimatum, what am I going to have? Not an ultimatum. I very much did not feel called to missions in any way. Like I was.
What were you doing at the time?
I was in like insurance, finance, doing investing and stuff like that. So, and that's, I very much wanted to be in the business world and make lots of money, as a lot of young men do. And but I was willing to try missions. I was like, let's go on a trip. Let's do something. Maybe she'll get it out of her system, do a little trip, and then we can go back to, what I want to do and my plan for our lives. And so we went on a trip to Nepal, and God just absolutely wrecked my heart for missions and just for being with the poor. And I mean, it's what we do now is nothing like what we did in Nepal, but
with Joel and Tammy.
Okay. They weren't there at the time, but it was with Iris Nepal, and we were doing some like outreach up in the mountains and helping rebuild after an earthquake. It was like 2015 or something.
I remember.
Yeah, just a massive devastation. So we were working like dogs and moving rocks, but then sharing the gospel and praying for the sick and just being with the people. And the Lord just crashed in on me on top of that mountain.
Describe crashed in. Like, I love it. This is a little bit of our terminology. Make sure you stay talking to that bad boy.
Yeah, so I mean,
like, what does that look like?
Yeah,
not a trick question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what did it for me more than anything is just like worshiping the Lord on top of this mountain at like 6 a.m. and you're just looking out over his creation, just stunning environment, and his just like love and mercy just like filled my heart in those moments. But then just going and being with the people that just have nothing and just are so desperate and need Jesus, and how could I not like give my life for this?
Yeah. Like
everything else just seems so empty at that point. And I mean, I can't explain it any more than just his grace and his heart for people just hit me. Yeah. And it just wasn't about me anymore. It wasn't about my plans, but.
And seeing like the kids worship, like there were kids up there and like they were just on their faces. They didn't know English, but they were worshiping with us, and they always were like sitting on or next to Mitch and like just drawn to him. And it was just like, I was just like weeping every morning.
I mean, that's been my life on the mission field. I'm just a jungle gym. That
It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Especially in Nepal.
Yeah.
You're like double the height of everyone. Yeah.
Of course, God called us to Asia, where I'm twice the size of
Listen,
everyone.
it's easy to spot you in a crowd. Yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got married very shortly after that trip, and then did harvest school again as a married couple.
Yeah.
And the Lord just kept confirming Southeast Asia and working with victims of human trafficking. And I think just as we began to like look into human trafficking, like it was just like Iris's thing is you go to the darkest places and you go to the least, and for us there was nothing darker than human trafficking.
Yeah.
So we were like, that's what we have to do. And
we got a word from you that I did at our harvest school, because Mitch and I went back to harvest school after we got married. Did you say we got married?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You're married.
Yeah,
we're married. You guys know that. And you're with child. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an order to things.
Yeah. It's good. It's a thing.
Yeah, that you were like, Jillian, I see Thailand all over you. The ground you walk on, you're going to take for the kingdom in that nation. Like called me out at harvest school. And so Mitch and I, in our young like zeal, we'd never done anything or been anywhere. We were like, we're going to start something in Thailand.
Pioneering a new Iris base in Thailand. It's 3 years following the Lord at this point.
Yeah. So we talked to Pamela and Tony. Well, Tony.
Yeah.
And he was like, Maybe not.
Just encouraging
I'm
missions
so
globally.
thankful.
Yeah.
It's fatherly wisdom.
Yes.
So good.
No,
Yeah.
it's actually
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
And he just said, like, there's a team already in Cambodia doing this. Why don't you go and serve them and learn from them for a while? And we were like, yeah, that sounds safe and right and like the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And then we remembered the word, like God said, Cambodia, Thailand, and India.
Come on.
So
Yeah, there was a reason
Yeah.
for that order, and
Yeah.
so we packed up and moved to Cambodia.
Okay.
well, we applied to the base and
well,
they
of course,
accepted
yes.
us.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah. But 6 months after harvest school, we moved to Cambodia.
Wow.
Never visited, it didn't matter if it was hard. It didn't
Wow.
matter what life was like. God said it, so
Yeah, we had a word. So
we went.
So what does a day look like for you guys? Right? Like you
Yeah.
wake up in the morning.
it's changed so much over our 8 years there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like when we first started, we're just serving the team. We were kind of pioneering an outreach, helping pioneer with some other people into this red light district area. So our weeks would start in worship every week, every Monday, for half a day, just worshiping and seeking the Lord together as a team, filling up with Him. And then about three evenings a week, we would go and do outreach in the red light district with homeless families, homeless children.
Not into the brothels, but just on the streets.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So many families living in this area because it's a heavy tourist area.
Yeah.
So they're there to beg, they're there to sell flowers and candy and all this different stuff.
It's Phnom
Phnom Penh.
Penh.
Yeah.
But our leader at the time, Liz Pepiot, she like set some boundaries for people that were coming onto the field that like you can't do too much right away. And so we were only allowed to do like a couple days of outreach every week. And
Why?
she wanted to protect us from not burning out, was her heart, I would say.
What would cause you to burn out?
I think she wanted to make sure we were healthy,
Yeah.
like because it's such a dark atmosphere and such a dark work that we're doing.
You're totally right. God takes Iris and has called us into some of the most dark places in the world, and we have that all over the world, right? We have teams serving in war zones. What called you, or what was the call that you felt like, hey, I want to go. We want to go, newly married, right? And like go and serve the broken in the sex trade. Like that's a crazy call. And like my wife and I, we debated this.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, nope. I like want to do that, but I don't feel like it's difficult. And I've learned a lot over the years that working in these situations is very difficult, especially the internationals coming. You know, it's a very dark and it messes with your mind as well. It's not just spiritually dark; it is mentally exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have you navigated that mental exhaustion?
Yeah.
Hearing the stories. Yeah.
Before we left for Cambodia, my one prayer was, Lord, give me a heart for the perpetrator. Like, I don't want to just have a heart for these victims, but I can't go if I don't have grace for every person that's involved in this. And so that was my prayer, and he really gave that to me. And I can truly say of course, there's like a holy anger that rises up when you know of these abuse stories, but I've never struggled with loving them. like actually having heart for these perpetrators. You're
That's
very
so true.
different. But
She's telling the absolute truth. Like,
Well, she just said you're different.
yeah.
So why is he different?
For sure. I think maybe it's just something natural in men to want to be protectors. But I want that heart, and I have it when I've been with the Lord, because he gives me his heart. And I know when I'm not with him and abiding in his presence and getting his heart for people, when I want to take things into my own hands and become, judge, jury, and executioner.
Have you ever had to do that?
No.
You thought about that for a second.
I've wanted to put a cape on and be Batman of Phnom Penh on many occasions.
Can we talk about this for a second?
Yeah.
Because when I did a little bit of my Thailand stuff, Darren Wilson, when I filmed in Thailand years ago with him, he filmed that, like me talking about getting a heart for the perpetrator. And that's only on like a trip. That's not living there.
Yeah.
And you have to have it,
Yeah.
right? You can't just,
Yeah.
like, God loves everyone. He loves the whole world. And he loves those who are hurting. And he does love those who hurt people.
Yeah.
As hard as that is.
Yeah.
How have you processed that? Because a lot of men watching this, they think the same way.
Yeah. And it takes intentionality. It does. It does for me. I have to intentionally seek the Lord and seek his heart for those people. But he's also the judge. And loving and having mercy and even compassion on those people doesn't mean I won't step in and make sure what they're doing doesn't stop.
Right.
I mean, that's our whole, so much of our ministry is stepping in, not us personally, but working with authorities of the nation to make sure that this stuff stops. And I have no problem with them going to jail.
Yeah, of course.
But when I take it past that and I want them, that's where I stop. That's where my judgment stops. That's where my part stops. And the rest is for the Lord to decide what happens. Yeah. And I mean, I think he has some pretty strong words about people who hurt children.
100%.
But he's the judge. We're just called to love the broken and the needy and to shine his heart.
When that anger rises up in you, you get on your face before the Lord.
Yeah.
Like, that's his response.
Yeah.
Is this shouldn't be here. Like, I should not be taking it this far.
We work with so many different organizations and ministries and stuff. And I've seen it. People who try to do it in their own strength and don't rely on the Lord and rely on his heart, and they've been crushed.
Yeah.
They get angry, they get bitter, and they even get hard to the situation. I've seen it. Sat and had conversations with people, and like the most difficult stories of abuse and trafficking, and it's like nothing to them. They're just so used to it, so desensitized to it, who are working in it and are doing good work, but they're so desensitized to it that, and it's because, like, I always was like, Lord, I don't ever want it to become normal. I don't ever want to become hard to it. I want the stories, not just stories. They're people's lives. They're not just stories.
Right.
Like, I always want to feel it and
break our hearts every time. Like, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Like, staying soft.
And Jesus, like when Jesus was with the people, I don't know how many times he was moved with compassion and he healed them. And we want that to drive us.
Yeah.
And I understand why people tune out and desensitize to it, because it's really difficult. And they do it as a protection for their own hearts, their own minds.
Yeah.
But for me, like, the Lord he was always moved with compassion. He didn't turn off to the difficult things of the world. Like, he faced it. And
do you guys talk to counselors? Have you set up any protocol in your life of how to navigate that stuff? Or do you have some rules? Or
personally, we have before. Yeah. It's not something regular that we do, but we do have like sozo people on call for anyone on our team that can do it at any point. Yeah. And counselors that are available for anyone on our team.
Amazing.
Yeah, you can, I don't know.
Yeah.
For us, we haven't done it a lot.
Yeah.
Which is, some people would really disagree with.
Yeah,
but
we set up a lot of boundaries for ourselves. So, I mean, I don't go into the brothels, alone to do investigations.
Yeah.
There's certain things that we've put in place that I was like, I don't want to cross those boundaries because, people do it and are called into it, but it can be such a slippery slope for people.
Yeah.
And they go in with the best of intentions,
Right.
and they love the Lord. And I've seen people do that and, fall and destroys marriages. And
Yeah.
it's like, I'm not willing to risk that. I'm not
Right.
willing to risk our marriage and our
in
health.
relationship with Jesus.
Yeah. I think that I hope people can feel the tension in what we're talking about. I can feel the tension, right? Because there's this call into dark places, but it's also like there's this line there where you're going to serve, but you don't want to cross that line, but you want to stay there so you can be the light in the midst of darkness.
Yeah.
And there's few ministries, I think, at least in our little world that we live in, where it's like, that's the line that like, I would say war zones, like active war zones, and working in the trade are like the two things where like we go up to that line and then you just have to stay and pray and keep your heart soft. Yeah. What are some of the miracles that you've seen, or what, like, because for me, and as well as I've heard some of the stories from you guys, but like there are those testimonies that keep you going, right? It's the stop 100%. For the one. Are there some that you can share that won't reveal people's identities? I don't know what that line is, because as you guys are listening to this, that we're trying to be very sensitive, right? Okay, so if you feel any of that tension, it is just us really trying to be sensitive, because these are people's lives. But at the same time, I would love to hear some of the miracles that God's done in Cambodia.
Yeah. I mean, the Lord, every time, so we have a group of ladies that goes into the brothels a few nights a week. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we've seen so many incredible miracles inside the bars and brothels. Like one of my first times ever going in, a girl's deaf ear was healed. And like every week we went back and she would just hug us and welcome us in. And she received the Lord inside the bar. Like,
come on.
Stuff like we find girls that grew up in church that like, that's not common in Cambodia at all. And like we feel like the Lord is sending us after his lost sheep. Like we meet Christians all the time, or people who used to know of Jesus, but don't know him anymore and are longing for him. And they're like, I was praying for you to come and you came.
Wow.
Like incredible encounters like that. But we have so many beautiful testimonies. Do you want to share about? Sorry, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is probably a year into us being in Cambodia, and so much what we do is just building relationship. Like we do children's programs on the streets and work with families, and we do a lot of education around how to stay safe and how to prevent trafficking and stuff. But everything we do is about relationship in the communities we serve, and because of that relationship, it's such a doorway into their lives, access to their lives. And 90% of our rescues and trafficking cases have come from those open doors of relationship, where a child will come up and say, this is happening to me. This is what's going on in my life. And about a year into us in Cambodia, we were working with this family for months and months and months, and sitting with them and ministering and sharing food and supporting them in any way we could. And very, very desperate situation. Yeah. A lot of the family were drug dealers. We were having a meal with them one time, and a lady was breastfeeding her baby and smoking meth at the same time. Like, that's the depravity of what was going on. And they lived right outside of a brothel, right in the red light district. And amazing group of kids. Like, there was 5, 6 siblings, and they were wild and insane. but just we fell so deeply in love with them, with the family. And
the only way they knew how to play was to like fight and hit you. And like I would get knocked on the ground regularly, but they were our favorite kids. Like we loved them so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were just going through the red light district, ministering to people. Just, you know, we knew so many of the people living and working in that area. And one of the daughters, one of the young girls, runs up to us, and she just like stops and points up to a hotel room, and she said, "You see that hotel room up there?" So that's where I've been getting abused by a man, basically. 55-year-old international foreign guy, and
this was the first like
big trafficking case
we've worked on.
Yeah.
Moving to Cambodia,
and we just lost it. We just broke down and sat with her and cried, and like we're just like, I mean, we're new to this. We'd heard the stories, but this was the first one where we like.
How old is she?
She was 8 years old, and like when it's someone you've held and you've loved and you've played soccer with, and like it hits different. It's real different than watching it on the TV or hearing a news story.
Right.
And it just broke us. But we knew we had to do something.
Was this like a daily thing?
This was a 3-month process. It took a really, really, really long time to work this out. And we would meet with her nightly, and she would just weep and sit in Jill's arms and tell us about the horrors that she had gone through every night. And we only have so much authority as a ministry, as an organization, and we can't do anything. We can't remove a child. We can't.
Right, because I'm sure people are watching and be like,
why didn't you call social services?
100%. So can you, because people.
Yeah. Everything in you
especially from a Western context, like we have solutions, we have things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing those things that we have here in the West?
That's why organizations are there, because we're doing those things.
Yeah.
And other organizations that we partner with are doing those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do partner with the government, but there isn't like a number that you call and they'll come remove the child that night.
So I'm sure there's someone listening that's going like, why are you letting them go? Like, why aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
we would get arrested.
I ask myself that all the time. But yeah, there's massive consequences to that. Like we could have pulled her off the streets right then. Someone could have reported us. We get arrested. We get deported. Ministry gets shut down. And as hard as it is, you have to take a long-term vision and approach to the situation, because you can step in and likely what happens is she ends up right back on the streets a week later after we're arrested, and there's no one there then to address the situation.
Right.
So as hard as it was to let her go each night, we knew it was the only process to lasting freedom and lasting solution. Yeah. So for weeks and weeks, months, we would be out till midnight doing investigation, gathering evidence about what was going on, and people are good at, they know what to do, what to avoid doing to not get caught.
Yeah.
Like there's people that have been doing this for decades.
They devote their whole life.
Their
to it.
careers.
Yeah.
Like it's
they have their grooming techniques that keeps them from getting caught. So it was months and months and months, and we were able to partner with another organization that does investigation and partner with the government and local police, and we had to take this little girl in for interviews to share what was going on, and she shared it one time, and it's so unbelievably traumatizing for a child to sit there and tell someone what's happening.
tell a stranger, like someone they don't know, and they're
My
in a
God.
room of like 5 people that they don't know.
Yeah.
And
It's probably men.
terrifying.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
terrifying.
It's police. It's government officials, which are majority men,
Yeah.
older men. We had to do that 3 times, and she had to share the same story.
Weeks apart, like not back to back, like one, and then a week later another one, and then a week later another one. So she was going back onto the street after sharing this with people who were supposed to be protecting her, the police and
Yeah,
just different people. Yeah.
yeah. So 3 different times she had to share the same story. Had to be accurate and consistent. I don't, the strength that this girl had, and just like just grace from the Lord to be able to do that consistently 3 times. And after the 3rd time, and we weren't sure. We honestly, after the 3rd time, we didn't know. We were like, it seemed like nothing was going to come of it. And then we got a call from partners of ours. It was like the police just stepped in. They just made an arrest of the guy. He was at the airport, about to fly out, and it would have all been for nothing.
Can you say what nation this guy was from? Or no?
I
If you
can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember.
A Western nation.
Yeah.
It was a European nation.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was about to board a flight, and police stepped in, made the arrest. At the same time, another group of police were going and removing the little girl and her 5 siblings all at the same time. And
Yeah.
we were partnering with an amazing Christian organization that has a safe home, incredible program. We're able to take all the kids into their custody, and get placed in this amazing place. And like we got word just shortly after that, just like how full of life, how they were able to be kids, be safe.
She was like in school and playing and already like getting like cheeks and like not so skinny and like dwindling away.
Yeah.
And I'd say like a week or 2 after she got there, we got word that she received Jesus and got baptized in that short amount of time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was just like we waited all these months, and then it just happened, and then the Lord just stepped in, and now he has her. Like,
Yeah.
and it was all worth it.
Yeah. It just restores and brings healing. And we've gotten videos from her, just like so full of life and just a child, and like just restored that childhood piece, because it's taken from them at such a young age, with what goes on and what happens to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's moments like that
Yeah,
that
keep
make
you
it all
going.
worth it and keep you going, because the difficult moments are as numerous, if not more, than the victories. You know, because there's not always a path to freedom. There's not always a path to victory, which can be really hard, really difficult.
Yeah. It was the hardest few months I've ever had in Cambodia.
Right, but you live in that. So it's like that ends and then there's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's another
Yeah.
5.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you learn something each time.
Yeah.
And that time I was going in like, it's my first time, and I didn't know how to handle it. And I didn't know how to handle it with the Lord. And like, am I mad at God? I don't know. Maybe. And I think that was the first time the Lord really taught me about abiding in him. Like, he literally said to me, abide in me and I will give you rest. I will give you peace. I will be with you. Because I was experiencing secondhand trauma from all of this, like night after night, holding this little girl, hearing what's happening. How do you deal with that? Like, I cried with her every night and then prayed with her, but how do you say everything's going to be okay when you have to leave it's going to happen that night? So
How
I would
do you
just
say that? How did you say that?
I would pray in tongues on our way to go find her on the street. And when I was sitting there with her, after the Lord told me, like, truly abide in me, like, not just like come to the secret place and spend more time with me, but abide in me when you're going to the darkest place. Abide in me in the hardest moment of your life. Like, sit there and let me hold you. And the Lord would literally, like, I would feel him holding me in his arms while I was holding her in my arms. And I would just sing in tongues and pray over her and just rock her. Sometimes she'd fall asleep on me, and it was just safe. But that's the only way I got through it. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing else. Like, what else is there?
I think for me, we have to take such an eternal view of things, because in the natural, things may not be okay. But if we look to the eternal and that person meets Jesus and knows Jesus,
right,
and everything is going to be okay,
right,
in the end.
Yeah.
And that's such our approach to trafficking. I've said something to people and it's shocking to them. It's like, I'd rather someone stay in the trafficking or in the brothel and meet Jesus and know Jesus than get out and have the best life and never know him.
Okay.
And
Let's talk about this.
yeah,
That makes people angry.
It makes people very upset, and
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
yeah,
I would agree, as hard as it would be for me to say that publicly,
yeah.
right? Because there's tension in all of this. Can you guys walk us through that statement? And I will say this: I agree.
Yeah,
Outside of Christ, there's nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
There is nothing.
yeah.
But walk us through that statement.
What is life without him? Like, they may suffer here, but their eternity is heaven. Like, if we get them safe here and they don't know the Lord, their eternity is way worse than what their suffering is here.
Yeah.
Like, the goal is Jesus. The prize is Jesus. And that's what we have to share that. We don't have to do anything else but share him and love him and bring people to him.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like the ladies' agenda when they go into the brothels in the red light district. Like, it's just to love. It's just to minister, to introduce these ladies to Jesus, the one who loves them, the one who died for them, who gave everything for them, and getting them out of that situation, that's second. You know, we of course we want that. Of course we put so much effort and take steps and do what we can. That's second. And as an anti-human trafficking organization, anti-human trafficking is our second agenda. And the gospel and discipleship is first on our list.
100%.
And a lot of Christian anti-trafficking organizations don't get that.
Right. A lot of Christian organizations start that way and then leave.
Yeah.
Leave that because they look at the issues are so big.
yeah.
Right.
And you want to provide for people,
course.
and the works of
Yep.
the gospel become higher than the gospel.
Yeah.
Like, the outworkings of the fruit of it. Like,
So we put so much emphasis on evangelism, so much emphasis on discipling communities that we work in, where trafficking is very prevalent, where abuse is very prevalent, drugs, just all of the horrible things are very prevalent, and we put such a focus on discipleship because we can rescue 100 people a day, and it's just going to be the same cycle.
Yeah.
You know, a new person's going to go in, they'll be replaced by someone else. And it's only through Jesus, it's only through intentional discipleship, not just getting someone saved, because that doesn't transform the mind,
Right.
what they're so used to. It's only through that intentional discipleship where hearts are transformed, families are transformed, communities are then transformed. That's the only way we're going to make any lasting impact in trafficking.
Yeah.
Is Jesus and the gospel.
I completely agree. It is hard. It's hard because people want to give. people love sewing into orphanages,
Yeah.
right? Children's homes.
Yeah.
And because it's a practical thing.
Yeah.
And people love, we've rescued this child. But what we've learned in Iris over the years is children's homes, and it's not just Iris, it's most people have learned this, like children's homes are not healthy. They're not a healthy place.
Yeah.
And so we've looked at, as Iris across the board over the last 7 years, maybe even a little bit more than that,
Yeah.
we have looked at slowly changing the model to reintegration.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's amazing how when we switch models, how many people are like, why don't you have children's homes?
Yeah.
Right? Because it is an image of help, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't actually fix the problem.
Yeah.
The only thing
Absolutely.
that fixes the problem is Jesus.
Yeah.
And if we are called to love children and we are called to honor the system that God set up, it is families that do that.
Yeah.
So the gospel has to go out. The gospel is the solution. The gospel, it's not feeding, it's not schools, it's all of those are a very quick number two right
Yes,
after that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the number one goal is the advance of the gospel. That is the only thing that brings change.
Yeah.
But it's funny how people they want to attach the gospel to a model,
Right.
right? And even after 25 years of dabbling in and out of this world that you're in, it still is hard to hear that
Yeah.
for me. And I feel like I get it, but it still is so hard to hear that.
Yeah.
What do you think some of the biggest misconceptions are about the work that you guys do? Like if you could sit someone down
So many.
and be like, okay, what are some of the biggest misconceptions?
Yeah.
That we go in like with SWAT teams and do rescues and shut down buildings every week. And that's our life because that's what's in the movies.
Right.
That's what people think of trafficking. And that's like the complete opposite of what we do.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there are ministries that do that. I mean,
Yeah.
Massive Sound of Freedom came out
Yeah.
where they're undercover. These,
Yeah.
You know, they go in, they
Yeah.
bust down the door, they rescue all the people. And it happens. And we've even partnered with organizations that have that. And it has its place for sure. But it's not, when we say we do anti-trafficking, that's automatically where people go. And there are people who are trapped in it, who need rescued, who need saved right now. So that has its place. But if there isn't the education around how to stay safe and, helping communities get transformed and addressing the heart of the issue, addressing the things that are pouring in and causing it, which is a number of different things, poverty, lack of education, lack of job opportunities, drug addiction, and not knowing Jesus, obviously being number one. If we're not addressing those issues, it's just going to be a cycle of trafficking.
We do a lot of prevention work. So that looks like us going in and building relationship with people. And that is slow. That takes months, years of just getting to know people and teaching them about how to stay safe, teaching kids what is good touch and what is bad touch and how to say yes and how to say no to certain things and how to stay safe. And that is a slow process.
Very slow.
It's not glamorous. It's not the movies
Yeah.
at all.
I think a lot of people, we have so many visitors out to our ministry, and we do our very best to prepare them that they are not going to be doing undercover, bursting into a brothel and rescuing and saving the day. But sometimes that message doesn't always click. So when someone gets out and we're just like, all right, go sit with these kids on the street and love them and pray for them and, share the gospel with these families. And they don't ever actually see into that side of our ministry of investigations, and people have left disappointed. I can say that it's all right.
It's crazy. It's crazy that someone would come, like, serve and be like, "This disappoints me." Like,
it doesn't happen often.
No, but I get it. Like, I totally. It's like that in a lot of different ministry locations. People, they have an idea of what they think it is.
Yeah, always.
I would say go start it on your own and learn yourself.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a better way or better, like, be blessed.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And like, all of our like investigations, all of our anti-trafficking work with families and with kids, it's all done by locals. Like, a short-term visitor doesn't get to come in and be a part of that, you know?
Right?
Because it's done through a relationship. It's done through trust.
Through our team, like our Cambodian team, leads all of it.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think Christians? This is a little weird, but do you think that Christians are called to go into that world in their faith? And right, because when you do go undercover, and there are people that do that, and there's a lot of lying. Yep. There's a lot of, like, at times people you have to take drugs.
Drinking.
You have to drink a lot.
Yep.
It's not healthy.
Right. So would you say Christians are called? When I was in Cambodia, I had one of my biggest crises after going into that world for a couple of nights. And it messed me up.
Yeah.
Because I had to lie.
Mm-hmm. It goes beyond that even. Like,
right.
they'll take girls back to hotels, and they're not doing anything, but they have to appear that they are a certain person.
Yeah.
And be alone.
To gain the trust of.
So.
I personally am not going to say that all Christians should not do that, but we have set that boundary in our ministry. Not just for us, but for our ministry. Yeah. Like, we are not sending anyone into that. We're doing it a much different way through relationship. Yeah. Because we've seen failure, and we've seen people get so messed up from it.
Part of me asking this question is because I think people have an idea of what they want to go and do, but they don't really know. And when people raise their hands and say, "I want to go and work in this field," it's not what people think it is.
No,
it's not. It's not.
No.
And I would say, listen, if you want to do that, like, go do it if that's a thing that you want to do, go and join your local police force.
Yeah. Yep.
Go and join the FBI.
Yep.
And go and work. There are believers that I know in the FBI that work in international trafficking, like spirit-filled believers, and they do that. Like, go and get trained for that. But this rogue, like cowboy, it's not a thing. It's not a thing.
Even like the FBI in Cambodia, I think most of them only do 6-month stints, and then they go home to their families.
Yes.
Like, they're not in it long term. You're not supposed to be living in the area.
Reason.
Yeah. Living in the place that you're doing this work is dangerous, and it's unhealthy for you for long term. Like,
I've gone back and forth on this.
Talk to me.
So much, because you see the abuse and the trauma and the desperate situations of these people, and you're just like, how can I not do something? You know, and that sometimes feels like the only way. And, but I've come to the conclusion, and as hard as it is, sometimes the ends don't justify the means, because of so I won't say it's never okay that the Lord's never called anyone to do that.
I wouldn't say that either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like Jillian said, it's a boundary that we put in place to never.
Very small percentage of people. I'm saying in 25 years, there's a fraction of a percent, like maybe not even 1%, I would say that I've seen do it successful for an extended period of time.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like
Friends.
in the faith-based one. Like I've seen people do it in the secular world.
Yeah.
Right? But they're running with a different set of rules.
Right.
And I think balancing the scripture, balancing living in light, balancing living in purity, like all of those things, you cannot, there is a balance in that. And there's one thing if it's your job and you're doing that. I don't know.
He cares so much. I believe he cares so much more about our hearts and our minds than he does what we can do for him. He cares about us.
Yeah.
And that's just something I've seen so many friends go down that road, feeling it was a call from the Lord. And it's just, like you said, a very small percentage that
I'm trying to think
out of it okay.
One that I know that's come out of it okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one.
I don't know any. I know a lot that haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, from Cambodia. And
Yeah.
I don't think I know any that actually do that. Yeah. We know people that do surveillance, which is different.
Yeah.
And we support that. But
There's a gentleman I know that works in the FBI, 23 years, I think, 24 years. Wow. He's been doing it. Got touched by the Lord in a missions organization and has served. And I asked him, I said, is this a calling? He's like, yeah, I feel like this is a calling from the Lord. Wow. But he works within parameters in an office. You know, it's like it's very difficult. So
yeah,
I don't just want to have an awkward conversation.
No,
there's a reason why, because I think a lot of people want to go to Cambodia, they want to go to Thailand, they want to go and do this stuff. But if you could hear my heart and whatever your heart is, like, just, I think the best thing is if you feel this call, number one, is to go and serve at a location.
Yes.
Serve and serve and serve and serve.
Yes.
And don't just have a dream to go and do it. Like, go and serve people that are doing it and that have done it for years. Yeah. Because there's a lot of danger in it.
There is. And those established organizations and ministries, they have protocols, they have people that can support you, family that can support you, and support one another
and most of those supports, like those systems, come from past failure and learning from mistakes. And we're like, need to put that in place.
Yeah. I've talked to so many missionaries. Like, they just start and they're like, God gave me this vision for this thing. And I'm like, I've heard that a lot. Like, slow down, serve people that have done it, like, learn from mistakes, because most of the time, at least when it comes to this type of work, it's very emotionally, it's hard to separate that. And I think you're hearing that in the tension and what we're talking about. Like, there's a lot of emotion, a lot of, it's just, there's a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
So misconceptions, right? It's not like the movies. If you had a group of like 30 people that are like, we want to go into this sort of ministry, what else would you tell them?
You have to have a word. You have to have a word from the Lord, because it's going to get difficult.
Okay.
You're going to have your heart broken time and time again, and you have to have something to stand on. Mm-hmm. You have to know that you know that you know that you're called to it. And it's not just an emotional response to something you saw on the news or TV. Mm. Yeah. It has to be something deeper and more substantial than that. Yeah. Because if you're driven by that emotion, as emotional as it is every day, you're going to get crushed. You're going to give up. You're going to fail.
I would say, like, along with that, if you're not running to the Lord and you're running away from something, don't go. Yeah. Because you'll leave worse than you came. Yeah. We've seen it so many times, like people just running away from dealing with abuse, but they want to help people that have been abused, because they get it and they can relate. Mm-hmm. And that's beautiful. But if you're not if you're just running away from healing or running away from something,
That's a good word.
that is like the most unhealthy missionary that could possibly go on with you.
Yeah.
If you're not running to Jesus.
That's a good word. Talk
We-
about that a little bit more.
We have such like an in-depth application process and interviews and things we do with people that want to serve with us, because we have seen people come out running away from something in America or in the Western world.
Family traumas, family difficulties.
And they're like, I don't want anybody to experience this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go. God, Jesus is calling me into this.
And their heart is so beautiful.
Yeah.
But when you get to this dark nation or this dark atmosphere, Cambodia is a beautiful nation, but this dark atmosphere, it's almost like everything gets magnified.
Mm.
Yep.
Like every problem you thought you dealt with comes bubbling back up, and it's bigger than ever. And it's all lies. But like for some people, we've seen it. They walked away from the Lord, like not just left Cambodia, but left the Lord because it got so hard. Like we don't want anyone to leave Cambodia with less of Jesus than when they came. Like whether they're with us for a day or for 10 years, like they should be closer to the Lord when they leave us.
Yeah.
And so, yeah,
Yeah.
we've seen it too many times.
Yeah.
That was one of the first things we like made sure we implemented when we took over leadership.
Yeah. So, okay. So make sure you're not running, right?
From something.
From something. What else? What else would you tell them? If you want to, if
Do
they want to
it
get
in
involved.
community. Don't do it alone. Like don't try to go alone and do it on your own. Like we believe in family, and everything we do is in community. We have accountability. Even like our team members, they don't go into communities alone. They go in at least groups of 2 everywhere we go. Just for their accountability, but also just safety, all kinds of different reasons. But I'd say don't try to do it alone.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to do anything alone, but what else?
Go ahead.
Is there anything else? Yeah. If a team, let's say a team comes and visits,
Yeah.
I just find this fascinating.
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can you give
Go
me
for it.
like if you're doing like, okay, welcome to Cambodia. We're going to be doing A, B, and C. Like, what's your spiel that you give them before they go and they start? Like, what are the things that you're filling them in on? Like briefing them.
Yeah. So much. It's like 2 hours
You do all
long.
the hospitality.
It's like 2 hours
Yeah.
long. No, I mean, the main things is like warning them about the spiritual atmosphere.
Okay.
We usually do that before they come, just so they can be praying. But a lot of it you can't understand until you're in it. So just talking to people, like it's going to be intense in a different way than your nation. Like everywhere has darkness, but like it's just different.
Yeah.
And so explaining that like magnifying glass thing, and like that if something is bubbling up, say it, like speak it out to your leader, speak it out to one of us, like let's work through it together.
Give me an example of something that's bubbling up.
We had a team a few years ago.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
We had a team a few years ago, and there was a woman who had just gone through a divorce. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And we were out ministering to families and children in the red light area, and I think the like trauma of her divorce and like bubbled up, being around all of the trauma of the people, and she like lost her mind. She like stole a kid's bike and took off away from her team, away from us, and it was like 30 minutes before she like came back. And
That's like worst case scenario. That's,
What was going on?
She
Just
had
too
like
much.
a mental breakdown because of the atmosphere, and she wasn't ready to come. She shouldn't have been there.
How much of that's demonic? How much of that is just psychology? How much of that is a combination? Like, because when you go into dark places, right, there is Yeah, there's a lot that's going on. So
Yeah.
as you guys have sat and lived there, like, because some of it's just natural. Your body's not made to witness these things. Just physically, we're not made to witness. We're not made to hear these things. But there is a spiritual aspect to it.
Yeah.
How much is...
I think...
I'm asking some of the weirdest questions
I know.
on this. I'm so forgive me.
I'd say half spiritual and half like just your natural, your body's response, or like a mental issue. Yeah. But I think it's all reaction to the spiritual atmosphere. Like that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
But that's like worst case scenario.
Yeah,
like,
that doesn't happen often.
I was going to say
actually.
things like insecurities and comparison and like little things that like can just come up and cause disunity within your team or who you came out with. And that can just change the whole dynamic of the trip.
So speak it out, right? You're saying just like be upfront with whatever you're struggling with. So why would,
super open communication. That's one of the main things we talk about when teams first arrive. Like if at any point you're struggling with anything, tell us and we're all leaving. Yeah. Like we do it all together. Yeah. Like we're not going to shame somebody because they couldn't handle it in that moment. Yeah. It's okay. We've all been there. Yeah. And so we do it all together.
Yeah. I love that. One of those big things is like past trauma with, sexual orientation or abuse or struggling with pornography or anything. We're in such a sexually charged environment that stuff can bubble up big time. And that's just something that we address with people from the get-go. And same, like, talk to us about it. It's okay. We understand. There's no shame, but we want to help you through that stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But we always also share the success stories and testimonies that, like, it's, of course, these things are so dark and horrible, but Jesus is shining bright here. And it's beautiful. And we love our life here. Yeah. Like, we don't feel like we're suffering every day. Like, we love what we get to do. And so just sharing the hope, I think, also helps for people to go into these, like, times knowing, like, Jesus is in this. Yeah. It's not all dark. It's not all scary. And
I'm going to turn the interview over to you guys, and I want you to just share. I would love to end. We've talked a lot about tension and some of these things. James, is there anything that I'm not asking that you think I should ask as you're listening?
Maybe next season they're going into with family
and
what that feels like.
Yeah.
Bringing the child into that environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long we did 20 something minutes, and then this next section?
Done an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay. Here's what I would like to do, because it's been heavy.
Yeah.
Which I think is good. I actually love that. I think it's good for people to hear all of those things. What I'd love to do is I would love for people to hear just some of the incredible testimonies. Yeah. And then I want people to also know how they can connect with you moving forward in the future. Yeah. So like you shared the one of that little girl who met the Lord. But what else? What else are some of the testimonies that are coming out of what you're watching God do?
Yeah. We've started discipleship groups in all of our communities, and they're led by our Khmer team who are out discipling our communities. We're in 3 different communities right now, and they've been going for like a year and a half, about a year and a half. And it's mostly women that are coming from the community, mamas, and just... They've seen so many miracles in their own lives, and they're out praying for each other through the week. And after about a year of really discipling them, we had 26 of them get baptized in December.
Wow.
And it was just like such a victory. That's like, I don't know. We never imagined that actually would happen, and
Yeah.
it did. And our hope is to raise up some leaders within that can go and start their own groups and multiply. Like that,
Yeah.
that's the goal. One of our communities has over 2,000 families in it. Like we can't reach them all. So these ladies, these mamas need to get raised up and sent out and start their own groups in their homes and then raise people up and multiply. And
I'm so glad that you brought this up because you guys just did your first harvest school.
yeah,
We did.
Yeah. How many students did you have?
with our team, it was more than 30 students.
And
at
how many of
Harvest
them
School.
were internationals? And how many of them were national leaders?
6 international.
Okay.
And then the rest were all Cambodian.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
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 So you're starting to multiply,
Yeah.
right? Can you describe your school, what it looks like? Because you're going to be running another one, right?
Yeah.
When?
Next spring. We don't have exact dates yet, but it'll be the spring of
Okay.
2026.
2026 spring.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where can people find out about how to join that harvest school?
irisphnompenh.org. Yeah.
Okay, we'll put
like,
that
is it
down.
.com or
We'll put that down in the description as well. Yeah.
And
what-
I think Iris Global puts all the harvest schools on your website.
On the
ones
Yeah.
school
coming up,
website.
and,
Yeah.
yeah.
it was incredible, and it was in a season of busyness, a season of Jill becoming pregnant, and just to take 2 months where we cut our time in the communities, our work basically in half, and just sought the Lord and poured over His Word and learned together and learned from amazing speakers. And like we've had Cambodians like, oh, I want to go to harvest school. I want to go to harvest school. And we had one go to actual harvest school in Pimba, but there were so many that wanted to attend in other places in America and stuff. And visa issues were such a problem that none of them were able to go. So when we told our team and released it to, our friends and stuff in Cambodia, they were just so beyond excited that they finally got to do a harvest, because they've heard about it from all the international missionaries that have joined the team and our amazing experiences. And they were just like, I want to go.
Halfway through the school, a couple of them came up to us and they were like, do we get to do this every year?
Stop.
Like they want to go through harvest school every time.
Are you
'cause they
doing
loved
one a
it.
year? Is that the plan?
I think the goal, yeah. We're
Yeah.
not doing one this year just because baby.
2025, yeah.
Yeah, just because baby.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we were like, no, you're doing this one. You don't get to do the next one.
You get to share the next one, but not.
Yeah.
So spring of 2026, how many students
Yeah.
can you accept? Like international, because you're going
Yeah.
to combine it with national students
Yeah.
as well.
Right now, I would say 15 maximum. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the
Depends
biggest-
on if it's families or singles.
Okay, so you're
I
taking
think-
families with kids.
Yeah, we're open to families.
Wow.
It looks different because we're in the capital city, so housing is different. We don't have like a base like in Africa.
Yeah.
We have an office, and this time the internationals lived and stayed in our office, but that won't be possible for the next school. So we'll find a house or apartments in the same building for everybody that's coming.
And what is it?
It was. I mean, every single international that came to our school is now serving on the field immediately.
In Cambodia.
Not in Cambodia.
Okay,
Two
just-
went to Nepal.
Yep.
One's in South Africa. One's serving, I think, with Iris somewhere in India.
Come
and
on.
then another one just went to the Philippines.
With Tisa and Jean.
No way.
Yeah.
And then we brought in 6 people from outside our team have joined our team in Cambodia.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have 100% success
Yeah.
rate.
I mean,
Not quite. That's close.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's only Jesus.
So like I was just with Joel in Nepal,
Yeah.
Joel and Tammy,
Yeah.
and they're like, they grilled people before they came to their school. They're like, we're only accepting you if your plan is to go to the nations right
Yeah.
after this.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready to be martyred day one.
Yeah,
Like,
Joel,
like-
Joel and Tammy are just
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're looking for people that want it. You don't. This isn't an experience, right? Like, don't
No.
come because you're dipping your toe in the water.
No, like our vision, like I had a vision 7 years ago when we got to Cambodia, 8 years ago now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The like of this tree, and the roots were in Cambodia, and the branches were going out into Southeast Asia. And the Lord said, like, revival will come from Cambodia, and you'll send missionaries out into the Southeast Asia. And so that, like, this was almost like a dream come true, like 7 years later. And so, yeah, we want people that feel called to Asia, even specifically, to learn about Asian culture. And
how to minister to Buddhist people, Buddhist faith. And it's very not completely specific to Asia, but
I wouldn't say we're as like strict as Joel and Tammy, but
no,
everyone that applied, we were like, "Oh, I love you."
But there's people from their harvest school that are now coming to serve on our team in Cambodia. So we sent them 2. They're sending us 2 back, and
that's incredible. What do you guys like to do for fun? How do you wind down?
In Phnom Penh, like, you always know you're in Cambodia, but there's one place that feels like you're not, and that's the movie theater. The air con is just blasting. It's so hot there that the air con's blasting, and you can just turn off for a couple hours and watch a movie that has come out of America, and just turn off. And
I love having people over and just hanging out.
Yeah, of course you
Just
do. You're like, I just love
cooking for people.
serving
I'm like,
people
no!
when I have to take a break from serving.
She does.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna make this, and this. And I'm like, oh gosh, I have to help with that.
Jillian,
You're so mean.
you're incredible. You're just incredible.
I just like people. I
know.
like hanging out.
You like to get a break from serving. I like to serve.
I also like to watch TV.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We got some nice beaches in Cambodia that we like to head to.
We're Star Wars nerds.
You are?
Yeah.
Both of you?
Yeah.
I was the original. I think she's surpassed me.
Do you have any weird hobbies?
She put on a May the 4th party last year.
What's May the
4th be with you?
Oh God. Okay, so you're deep into the Star Wars.
This, like, what day is today? Saturday? Is today Saturday?
Today
Tomorrow's
is
May the 4th. Yeah, we're like,
when we film
we're
this.
here with you guys, and we're missing our like celebration.
I would have never. I don't care how prophetic anyone is. They would have never.
Yeah. She like made people dress up.
Really?
Yeah.
It was so fun.
It was fun.
True story. Josh Clark, Randy Clark's son, and I went to, what was it, 15, 18 years ago when the new series came out.
Yeah. It was a long time.
We dressed up, and I made it on the news with Josh.
Oh my
I threatened.
Oh my gosh.
But that's neither here nor there. That was my only dabble into Star Wars. Yeah, it was not my thing. The reason why I'm asking is I just want people to sow into you guys and sow into your rest and your team's rest as well. I want people to sow in. I want people to connect. I want people to, run with you guys. And you also have kids in our Stop for the One program.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you talk about that a little bit? If they go on to stopfortheone.org, they can see some of the kids in Cambodia. What would they be supporting? What would they be like? Tell us about your program.
Yeah. So, Stop for the One is such an integral part of what we do. We actually, I talked earlier about addressing a lot of the issues that lead to trafficking and abuse. And a lot of that is poverty. It's lack of education. It's drug addiction. So we actually can use a lot of that support to support families into finding work, into providing food, into providing necessary housing, getting counseling, getting rehab from drugs to really create a healthy family structure.
Home life,
Home life, because it is those difficult home situations that lead. So you're actually protecting kids when you're not just providing for an education, but you're creating a safe environment for kids. And again, like when we first started in Cambodia, it was like maybe 10% of our kids were going to school in the communities that we serve, and it's well over 90% that are going to school, getting an education. And so much of that is due to the support from Stop for the One.
Yeah.
And really the thing that really people love is the milk, the baby milk.
Legit. It's one of my favorite programs we run.
It's the cutest program ever.
Because of that support, we give out like 80 cans of formula a month to homeless families that are really struggling. Like
A lot.
It's the before and after photos.
Yes.
That just
Yes.
there's legitimately children, babies that are alive today because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so if you go to stopfortheone.org, you can see some of the kids in Cambodia and the milk program. And it's not just in Cambodia, it's all over the world.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
highlighting the base that you guys are running and working with. You can actually look at the photos, connect. You can help run with these guys. If I gave you $1 million today, cut you a check, $1 million, what would you do with it?
Lots of different stuff.
Jillian.
You want to go ahead?
No,
Jillian, I want to ask you, what would you do with it? If there was a donor out there, and I've never asked this on any of my podcasts ever, if there was a donor out there that had $1 million to sow into this, what would you guys do with it?
Oh my gosh, we dream so much.
Yeah.
You're a huge dreamer.
Come
I know.
on. That's why and I want to ask.
And our answers may be different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think like one of the dreams is a rescue center, like not a children's home, but a rescue center where it's short term, and then having an adoption or like foster system that we can create of Christian families that we can send these kids or these girls to heal and live in family, but be safe.
What would that look like? What would that home look like?
We need land, a bunch of beautiful buildings.
Yeah.
We need to be able to pay staff to cook and live there and kind of be the house parents for that season. Yeah. We need counselors. What?
Yeah.
So
like the model that I love with homes like that is a family-based model. So you actually have small groups, maybe 4 or 5 children who live with a house parent in a small home. It's not 200 kids jammed into one place.
No, in Iris, we won't allow that anymore.
Yeah, no.
Like I've seen homes done beautifully, and the majority of them that are done well are like that. It's you have a house mom or even a house parents that look after 5 kids, and that's so that's probably the model we would go with.
Okay, so land, buildings, counselors, staff, right? What would something like that cost? Like I just said, $1 million. Would you need more than that, or is that?
Yeah.
Depends on where you do it.
Yeah.
Phnom Penh's very expensive for real estate, but if we did it outside the city, that would be enough. But if it was inside the city, you'd probably need 5 times that.
I mean, my dream is to do it on Silk Island, and so we'd probably need $2 million.
Talk to me about Silk Island.
It's the city, but it's its own little island. So it's separate from the city, even though you can see it from the city. And it's just this tiny little island.
So surrounded by water.
Yes.
Okay.
And you have to take a ferry boat to get there. And there's all these sweet little villages there, and it's just quiet and peaceful and green and beautiful. And it's restful. And it just feels safe, but it's close enough to the city where it's accessible, like for
how long would drive is
our
it?
Team.
30 minutes.
30, 40 minutes maximum.
Yeah.
Like
no
with
way.
the ferry ride and everything.
Silk Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would it cost to start something on Silk Island?
2 to 2.5 million probably. Land is not cheap in Cambodia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that is one of the most expensive things.
Okay.
Land and real estate.
So there's a lot of people that are watching us that have a heart, and they know people that know people and that know people. And I just want to ask all of you guys, because listen, not everybody wants to give to a lot of the things that we do, and we don't care. The Lord provides, but there's a lot of opportunity out there to sow into work like this. And how long has Iris been functioning in Cambodia?
12 years.
12 years. Okay. And there's been restructure. There's been, we have incredible team. You guys have some of my favorite Iris missionaries. You know who I'm talking about?
We have the best.
Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Our little UK.
Steve and Molly.
Yeah.
They're
incredible.
They're
They're the
literally
best.
some of my favorite.
I was like, everyone's amazing. So
Yeah,
who are you
No, I'm
talking
sorry.
about?
Steve and Molly.
Yeah.
Steve and Molly are two of the most precious humans I know.
They are.
And you guys literally, you guys have the best.
We do.
And yeah, if you are connected with anyone that works in this and wants to sow into this sort of type of ministry, you guys are just incredible soil. And I have no problem getting on here and saying, get these guys $2.5 million so they can start this on Silk Island. And
Thank you.
yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If the Lord wants to do it,
yeah,
we'll do it.
Yeah.
yeah. Why not?
If he's on it. Yeah.
This isn't going away, right?
Yeah.
And so
No.
we need an established place there.
Yeah.
And why not?
Yeah.
I just say why not?
Why not?
Right? And I think one of the things that if people have the heart, they want to go, they want to serve, they want to do the work, but the reality is very, very few actually go and do it successfully. But that heart to be a part of it, like you can actually be a part of it by sowing into something like this. So
Yeah.
and take just as much joy
Yeah.
in the
There's a
victory.
reward from
There
that.
is a legit reward. So
Absolutely.
yeah. Guys, I'm in love with you guys. I will do my best to make it out.
Yes.
We would love to
Absolutely.
have you
Maybe next
anytime.
harvest school.
I will do my best. I love it. I spent so much of my life on planes
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
I know.
I can't imagine.
climbing on a plane right now is
I hate it. I can't imagine how you
is-
feel.
I love what the Lord does, but I
Yeah.
don't want to leave my family anymore.
I
Even though I do, and I will, and I
get
continue
it.
to do it. I just love being at home right now. But Cambodia is very special, and my wife and I almost moved out to Thailand because we just love.
Yeah.
I love Asia.
Yeah.
That jet lag though is no fun.
No.
It is not.
No.
Yeah.
That's why we don't come back to America very often, because
Yeah.
flying is the worst.
Well, are there any questions that you wish I asked you? Is there anything that you want to say before we wrap this up?
That's a good question. I don't think so. I can't think of anything.
no.
Nothing?
I don't know.
That is the worst answer.
I
I've ever
know,
gotten
I
for asking
know.
this question. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys.
Brains are blank.
We're gonna put your registry there. We're gonna
my
put all the
gosh.
information down there. Listen, get this baby some
Yeah.
some baby clothes. Can I ask you guys a personal question?
Yeah.
I rarely talk about finance on the green. Really, like James, I've had more conversation about finance with you guys than I have, I think, any other podcast. How much do you guys live off of a month, just personally?
Yeah. It's about.
Why'd you look
No,
at each other?
I don't really know.
Is it okay?
I think
Yeah,
it's like
no.
2,500.
2,500 a
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
guys-
And most of that is our rent for our apartment.
Yeah.
And real estate's expensive.
How much
yeah.
of that is your rent?
800. Well, 950
Yeah.
with
Utilities.
utilities.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And you guys need personal support as well. Yeah.
Yeah. With baby coming.
with
we
baby
definitely
coming.
need.
Guys,
We want a
bit more.
vehicle. We're not going to put baby on a moto. Although all Cambodians do. I think we draw the line. We're
Yeah.
not going to let him.
Yeah. Yeah.
what you need a vehicle.
Yeah.
What kind of vehicle you need? And how much does it cost?
They're expensive in Cambodia.
Guys,
They're
that's not my
taxed
question.
I know.
That's not my question. How much
15.
you need?
Yeah.
$15,000.
That's not a lot of money.
To us, That's huge.
Yeah. Is that a used vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much would you need to get a new vehicle?
So vehicles are taxed at 100%. So if we did it personally, a lot. But if we do it through as an NGO vehicle,
Yep.
you can do it tax free. So I mean, a new one, we'd have to bring it in from
Yeah.
overseas. So
Okay.
I mean,
much?
30, 40, 30, I
30,
don't know.
40 grand.
What does a new car cost? I don't know. I drive a 2004 Honda Accord here.
I saw that. I saw that. I've never bought a new car. So
going
I don't
strong.
know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
We just need one that lasts and works.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anywhere from that 15 to 40,
Yeah.
we'll get the job done.
It
We want to,
Yeah.
we love outreach into the province, and a vehicle that would allow that instead of
Okay.
renting and stuff would
Yeah.
Okay.
be incredible.
Well,
Yeah.
I totally believe in you guys and what the Lord's doing in Cambodia. I've watched you guys rise up these last few years and step into chaos and come out shining with the love of Jesus. You're like all of our missionaries. You guys are my greatest heroes, and it's an honor to have you on here. And I'm just so grateful for what you're doing. If you ever need anything, you always know you can call Sean.
Absolutely.
No, I'm just kidding. You can call me. And yeah, we'll be over there.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time on the phone.
Yeah.
And a lot of time. Yeah. And
Yeah, we did.
the respect I have for you guys is just out of this world. Yeah.
We love you too.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Your guys' support and love as Iris Global, as a leadership team.
The integrity that we saw from you guys is why we're still here. Like, truly, we love you guys. So
Means the world. Means the world. Listen, bless you guys.
yeah.
Connect. Guys, hit like, hit subscribe, follow these guys, get on their website, get on their social media. Do you have an Iris Phnom Penh Instagram?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Get on there, follow these guys, connect. Tell everybody you know about what God's doing in Cambodia. Go to the Harvest School if you're awesome, not if you're a weirdo. Go to the Harvest School, summer of 2026. And listen, guys, send this to somebody who needs to hear it, because this is a conversation that's great and needs to happen. And anything else? Last words?
He's worthy.
Yeah.
He is
He's worthy of the
He's
yes.
worthy.
He's worthy of following into the darkest places. It's our joy, it's our honor to just serve him in Cambodia, in sex trafficking. He's worthy.
Yeah.
Amen.
Come on. Bless you guys. We'll see you on the next episode of the Iris Global Green Room. Love you guys.
First ever podcast.